Water conservation is vital, considering the global water crisis we're facing. It's crucial to understand the importance of preserving this precious resource.
Absolutely. Water is essential for all aspects of life, including drinking, sanitation, agriculture, and industry. However, many regions around the world are experiencing water scarcity and lack access to clean and safe water.
The global water crisis is worsened by factors such as population growth, climate change, pollution, and inefficient water management practices. We must take action to address these challenges.
Sustainable water management practices are key. This includes improving water infrastructure, implementing efficient irrigation systems, and promoting responsible water usage in households and industries.
Water-saving technologies play a significant role in conservation efforts. For instance, low-flow faucets, shower heads, and toilets help reduce water consumption without compromising comfort or convenience.
That's true. Rainwater harvesting is another effective method. By collecting rainwater, we can utilize it for irrigation, non-potable uses, and recharging groundwater, reducing the strain on freshwater sources.
Recycling and treating wastewater is crucial as well. By utilizing advanced treatment processes, we can safely reuse wastewater for irrigation or industrial purposes, reducing the demand for freshwater.
It's important to promote awareness and education about water conservation. By teaching individuals and communities about responsible water usage, we can inspire behavioral changes and foster a culture of conservation.
Yes. When people understand the value of water and the consequences of wasteful practices, they are more likely to take action and adopt water-saving habits in their daily lives.
Access to clean and accessible water is a basic human right. Unfortunately, many communities still lack reliable access to safe drinking water and proper sanitation facilities.
Providing clean and accessible water to all communities is crucial for public health, sanitation, and social equity. Governments and organizations must prioritize the development of infrastructure and initiatives that ensure water access for everyone.
Investing in water infrastructure, such as pipelines, wells, and treatment facilities, is essential. It helps improve water distribution, quality, and reliability, benefiting both urban and rural areas.
Additionally, we must address water pollution and protect water sources. Industrial waste, agricultural runoff, and improper disposal of chemicals can contaminate water bodies, endangering ecosystems and human health.
Protecting watersheds and implementing regulations to prevent water pollution is vital. By promoting sustainable agricultural practices and adopting eco-friendly industrial processes, we can reduce the risk of water contamination.
International cooperation is crucial in addressing the global water crisis. By sharing knowledge, technology, and best practices, countries can work together to develop sustainable water management strategies and ensure access to clean water for all.
Collaboration between governments, organizations, and communities is key. By fostering partnerships and pooling resources, we can maximize the impact of water conservation and access initiatives.
It's important to recognize that water conservation and access are interconnected with other global challenges. Climate change, poverty, gender equality, and public health are all linked to water scarcity and accessibility.
That's true. By addressing these interconnected challenges, we can create a more sustainable and equitable world. It requires holistic approaches, innovative solutions, and collective action at all levels.
Every individual has a role to play in water conservation. From simple actions like fixing leaks, reducing water waste, and practicing responsible consumption to advocating for policy changes, we can all contribute to a more sustainable water future.
Indeed. Let's raise awareness, support water conservation initiatives, and hold our leaders accountable. By valuing and protecting this precious resource, we can ensure a sustainable and secure water supply for present and future generations.
Have you heard about the impact of plastic pollution on marine life and ecosystems?
Yes, it's a major issue. The widespread use of single-use plastics is causing significant harm to our environment. Plastic waste often ends up in oceans and has devastating effects on marine animals and ecosystems.
Absolutely. The excessive consumption of plastic bags, straws, and bottles contributes to the accumulation of plastic debris in our oceans. Marine animals mistake plastic for food, leading to ingestion and entanglement, which can be fatal.
It's heartbreaking to see the images of sea turtles and seabirds entangled in plastic or with stomachs full of plastic debris. We need to take action to reduce our reliance on single-use plastics.
I agree. One solution could be implementing plastic bag bans. By encouraging the use of reusable bags, we can significantly reduce the number of plastic bags that end up in landfills and oceans.
That's a great idea. Many countries and cities have already implemented plastic bag bans or imposed taxes on single-use bags. It's encouraging to see that people are becoming more aware of the issue and willing to make changes.
Another approach could be promoting reusable alternatives to plastic, such as stainless steel water bottles or bamboo utensils. By choosing sustainable options, we can minimize the amount of plastic waste generated.
Absolutely. We should also focus on raising awareness about the importance of recycling. Many types of plastic can be recycled and turned into new products, reducing the need for virgin plastic production.
Education plays a crucial role in addressing this issue. Schools and communities should teach children about the impact of plastic pollution and the importance of responsible waste management.
True. If we start educating the younger generation, they can become ambassadors for change and inspire others to take action. It's essential to foster a sense of environmental responsibility from an early age.
Additionally, industries need to step up and find innovative solutions. They should invest in research and development to create eco-friendly alternatives to single-use plastics.
Absolutely. It's encouraging to see some companies already taking steps in the right direction, such as using biodegradable or compostable packaging. However, more widespread adoption of such practices is necessary.
Governments can also play a crucial role by implementing policies that incentivize businesses to reduce their plastic waste and invest in sustainable alternatives.
Definitely. By providing financial incentives or tax breaks to companies that prioritize eco-friendly practices, we can encourage a shift towards more sustainable and responsible production.
It's clear that plastic pollution is a complex issue, but by taking collective action, we can make a significant difference. It's crucial for individuals, businesses, and governments to work together to address this problem and protect our oceans and marine life.
Absolutely. Every small change counts, whether it's carrying a reusable bag, refusing plastic straws, or supporting businesses that prioritize sustainability. Together, we can create a cleaner and healthier environment for future generations.
Have you ever looked into the benefits of renewable energy sources like solar, wind, or hydroelectric power?
Yes, I have. Renewable energy offers numerous advantages over fossil fuels. For instance, solar energy harnesses power from the sun, reducing reliance on finite resources and decreasing greenhouse gas emissions.
That's true. Solar panels convert sunlight into electricity without producing harmful pollutants. Additionally, wind energy utilizes wind turbines to generate power, which is a clean and abundant resource.
Exactly. Wind power is a sustainable alternative that doesn't deplete natural resources. It's also worth mentioning hydroelectric power, which generates electricity by harnessing the energy of flowing or falling water, such as rivers or waterfalls.
Hydroelectric power is beneficial because it's renewable and produces minimal pollution. It can also provide a stable source of electricity, contributing to a more reliable energy grid.
Transitioning to a clean energy economy has its challenges, though. One of the main obstacles is the initial cost of installing renewable energy infrastructure, such as solar panels or wind turbines.
That's a valid point. While the cost of renewable energy technologies has decreased in recent years, the upfront investment can still be a barrier for individuals and businesses. However, the long-term savings and environmental benefits outweigh the initial expenses.
Another challenge is the intermittent nature of some renewable energy sources. Solar and wind energy, for example, depend on weather conditions. However, advancements in energy storage systems can address this issue by storing excess energy for later use.
Absolutely. Energy storage technologies, such as batteries, allow us to store surplus energy when it's abundant and release it when demand is high. This enhances the reliability and stability of renewable energy systems.
Transitioning to a clean energy economy also presents opportunities. It can stimulate job growth in the renewable energy sector and promote sustainable economic development.
Yes, the renewable energy industry has the potential to create a significant number of jobs, from manufacturing and installation to research and development. It can foster innovation and contribute to a more sustainable and diversified economy.
Furthermore, a shift towards renewable energy can enhance energy security by reducing dependence on foreign oil and gas imports. We can become more self-reliant and less vulnerable to price fluctuations and geopolitical tensions.
That's a crucial point. By diversifying our energy sources and reducing reliance on fossil fuels, we can achieve greater energy independence and resilience in the face of global energy challenges.
It's worth noting that governments and policymakers play a vital role in facilitating the transition to a clean energy economy. They can provide incentives, subsidies, and supportive policies to encourage investment in renewable energy.
Absolutely. Governments can establish renewable energy targets, implement feed-in tariffs, and support research and development initiatives. These measures can create a favorable environment for the growth of the renewable energy sector.
Education and awareness are also essential. By informing the public about the benefits of renewable energy and the detrimental effects of fossil fuels, we can foster a greater understanding and support for clean energy initiatives.
I agree. It's essential to involve communities, businesses, and individuals in the conversation. By encouraging energy-efficient practices and promoting renewable energy adoption, we can collectively contribute to a greener and more sustainable future.
Transitioning to a clean energy economy is a complex task, but it's necessary for mitigating climate change and ensuring a sustainable future. By embracing renewable energy sources, we can protect the environment and create a better world for generations to come.
Have you heard about sustainable farming practices like organic farming, permaculture, and hydroponics?
Yes, they are alternative approaches to conventional farming that prioritize environmental sustainability. Organic farming avoids synthetic pesticides and fertilizers, promoting healthier soils and reducing chemical runoff.
That's right. By using natural fertilizers and biological pest control methods, organic farming minimizes the negative impact on ecosystems and promotes biodiversity.
Permaculture is another sustainable farming approach that aims to create self-sufficient and resilient ecosystems. It focuses on designing agricultural systems that work in harmony with nature, mimicking natural patterns and processes.
Permaculture emphasizes the use of organic materials, water conservation, and the integration of crops and livestock. It helps build soil fertility, reduce water usage, and enhance biodiversity.
Hydroponics is an innovative farming technique that doesn't require soil. It involves growing plants in a nutrient-rich water solution, which can result in higher yields, reduced water usage, and less land required for cultivation.
That's interesting. Sustainable farming practices have several benefits. They contribute to the production of healthier and more nutritious food, reduce the use of chemicals, and protect ecosystems and biodiversity.
Locally sourced and seasonal food is another important aspect of sustainable agriculture. By supporting local farmers and consuming seasonal produce, we can reduce the carbon footprint associated with long-distance transportation and support the local economy.
Absolutely. Locally sourced food also promotes food security and resilience. It reduces our dependence on global supply chains and ensures a more reliable and accessible food system.
On the other hand, industrial agriculture, with its reliance on synthetic inputs and monoculture farming, has significant drawbacks. It often leads to soil degradation, water pollution, and loss of biodiversity.
That's true. Monoculture farming practices, where a single crop is grown on a large scale, can deplete nutrients from the soil and increase the risk of pests and diseases. It also reduces the resilience of the ecosystem.
Additionally, industrial agriculture contributes to greenhouse gas emissions through the use of fossil fuels in machinery, transportation, and the production of synthetic fertilizers. This exacerbates climate change and environmental degradation.
Another concern is food waste. In the industrial food system, large amounts of food go to waste due to inefficient distribution, storage, and consumer behavior. This has significant environmental, social, and economic consequences.
Food waste leads to the squandering of natural resources, including land, water, and energy, that were used in the production and transportation of that food. It also contributes to greenhouse gas emissions when food decomposes in landfills.
Absolutely. By reducing food waste and adopting sustainable farming practices, we can minimize the environmental impact of our food system and promote a more sustainable and equitable future.
Educating consumers about the benefits of sustainable agriculture and empowering them to make informed choices is crucial. It starts with understanding where our food comes from and how our choices impact the environment.
That's true. Supporting local farmers markets, community-supported agriculture, and organic produce not only benefits the environment but also promotes healthier eating habits and strengthens local communities.
It's essential for governments and policymakers to incentivize and support sustainable agriculture through regulations, subsidies, and research funding. This can help shift the agricultural industry towards more sustainable practices.
Agreed. By investing in research and development, we can continue to improve sustainable farming techniques and promote innovation in the agricultural sector. This will lead to more efficient and environmentally friendly food production.
Sustainable agriculture and food systems are key components of building a resilient and sustainable future. By supporting sustainable farming practices, reducing food waste, and choosing locally sourced and seasonal food, we can make a positive impact on our environment and our health. Biodiversity conservation is crucial for the well-being of our planet. It refers to the protection and preservation of the variety of life forms and ecosystems that exist on Earth.
Absolutely. Biodiversity is essential for maintaining the balance of ecosystems and providing various ecosystem services. It supports the availability of clean air, water, food, and medicine.
Ecosystems play a vital role in supporting life on Earth. They regulate climate, control diseases, pollinate crops, and provide habitats for countless plant and animal species.
It's alarming to see the threats to biodiversity. Habitat destruction, primarily through deforestation, is one of the major causes of species extinction and loss of biodiversity.
Deforestation not only disrupts ecosystems but also contributes to climate change. Forests act as carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide and helping mitigate the impacts of greenhouse gas emissions.
Another threat is illegal wildlife trade. It drives the decline of many species, especially those targeted for their skins, horns, or other body parts. This illicit activity disrupts ecosystems and threatens biodiversity.
It's crucial to address these threats and implement conservation strategies. One approach is to establish protected areas, such as national parks and reserves, where wildlife and their habitats are safeguarded.
Yes, protected areas provide safe havens for endangered species and enable the restoration and conservation of ecosystems. They also promote research, education, and sustainable tourism.
Another conservation strategy is promoting sustainable land and resource management practices. By adopting responsible agricultural methods, we can reduce habitat destruction and minimize the use of harmful chemicals.
Agreed. Sustainable agriculture helps preserve biodiversity by promoting soil health, reducing pollution, and minimizing the impact on natural habitats. It also supports the long-term viability of farming communities.
Raising awareness and educating the public about the importance of biodiversity conservation is crucial. By fostering a sense of environmental responsibility, we can encourage individuals to take action and support conservation efforts.
Absolutely. Education can inspire people to make sustainable choices in their daily lives, such as reducing waste, supporting sustainable businesses, and advocating for stronger conservation policies.
Collaboration between governments, organizations, and local communities is also essential. By working together, we can develop and implement effective conservation plans and initiatives.
That's true. Conservation programs should involve local communities and indigenous peoples who have traditional knowledge and a deep connection to their local ecosystems. Their participation is vital for successful and sustainable conservation efforts.
Additionally, addressing the root causes of biodiversity loss, such as unsustainable consumption and production patterns, is crucial. By promoting a shift towards more sustainable lifestyles, we can reduce our ecological footprint and support biodiversity conservation.
It's important to recognize that every individual can make a difference. By making conscious choices, such as supporting sustainable products, reducing single-use plastics, and respecting wildlife habitats, we contribute to biodiversity conservation.
Governments also have a crucial role to play in implementing policies and regulations that protect biodiversity. They can provide incentives for sustainable practices, enforce wildlife protection laws, and support research and conservation initiatives.
Indeed. By investing in research, monitoring, and the restoration of degraded ecosystems, we can better understand and mitigate the threats to biodiversity. This knowledge can guide effective conservation strategies.
Biodiversity conservation is not only about preserving nature but also about securing a sustainable future for ourselves and future generations. It's our responsibility to protect the incredible diversity of life on Earth and ensure its continued existence.
Waste management is a critical issue that requires our attention. We need to explore innovative practices such as recycling, composting, and waste-to-energy conversion.
Absolutely. Recycling is a key component of waste management. By collecting and processing materials like paper, plastic, glass, and metal, we can reduce the amount of waste sent to landfills and conserve resources.
That's true. Composting is another effective method. By separating organic waste, such as food scraps and yard trimmings, we can transform it into nutrient-rich compost, benefiting soil health and reducing landfill waste.
Waste-to-energy conversion is an innovative approach that turns non-recyclable waste into energy. Technologies like incineration or anaerobic digestion can generate electricity or heat from waste, reducing the reliance on fossil fuels.
It's important to recognize the challenges associated with waste management. One major issue is electronic waste, or e-waste. Improper disposal of electronic devices can lead to environmental pollution and health hazards.
That's right. E-waste contains hazardous materials like lead, mercury, and cadmium. Proper recycling and disposal methods are crucial to prevent these toxins from leaching into soil and water sources.
It's also essential to address the improper disposal of hazardous materials in general, such as batteries, chemicals, and pharmaceuticals. These substances can contaminate the environment and pose risks to human health.
Responsible consumerism is key to effective waste management. By making conscious choices, such as buying durable and recyclable products, we can reduce waste generation and promote sustainable production practices.
Absolutely. We need to prioritize the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. By minimizing our consumption, reusing items whenever possible, and recycling materials, we can significantly reduce waste and conserve resources.
Education and awareness play a crucial role. By informing the public about the importance of waste management and providing clear guidelines for proper disposal and recycling, we can promote responsible waste practices.
Governments and municipalities have a significant responsibility in waste management. They should implement comprehensive recycling programs, improve waste collection and sorting infrastructure, and enforce regulations for proper waste disposal.
Efficient waste management requires a collaborative effort. Individuals, businesses, and governments must work together to develop sustainable waste management systems and promote a circular economy.
It's worth mentioning the concept of extended producer responsibility. By holding manufacturers accountable for the entire life cycle of their products, including proper disposal and recycling, we can encourage more sustainable production practices.
Circular economy models are gaining recognition as a solution to the waste problem. Instead of the linear take-make-dispose approach, a circular economy aims to keep resources in use for as long as possible through recycling, reusing, and repairing.
Circular economy principles promote the reduction of waste generation, minimize resource extraction, and encourage the development of innovative recycling and upcycling processes.
However, waste management is not solely the responsibility of governments and organizations. Each individual has a role to play. We can make a difference by practicing responsible waste disposal and supporting recycling initiatives.
True. By adopting habits like separating recyclables, properly disposing of hazardous waste, and reducing single-use items, we contribute to the overall waste reduction effort and help protect the environment.
Innovation in technology can also play a significant role in waste management. Research and development should focus on developing more efficient recycling processes, waste sorting technologies, and sustainable packaging materials.
Absolutely. We should encourage investment in green technologies and support initiatives that promote waste reduction, recycling, and the development of sustainable alternatives to single-use products.
In conclusion, waste management is a multifaceted challenge, but with innovative practices, responsible consumerism, and collective action, we can minimize waste, conserve resources, and create a more sustainable future.